Alright, now YAML stands for yet another markup language. And actually, we use YAML because it is easier for humans to read and write than other common data formats like XML or JSON. So, as you can see further, there are libraries available in most programming languages for working with YAML. So actually, YAML is very easy to read and write. So let's see some examples. So you can see we start with the 3 dashes like this, 1, 2, 3, and then this is the comment. Okay, well, this is just an arbitrary example. Okay, just follow me for now. All right, now here you can see that we have a list of tasty fruits, as you can see, which is apple, orange, strawberry, mango. Now you can see that here we have dash here, and between the dash and the apple is space. The same for orange and strawberry and mango. Okay, now let's see another example, which is this one. Now, as you can see, it is a combination of key value pair, okay, or name value pair. Okay, so you can see that here, this is a comment employee record. Now here we have Martin and with colon. Now inside the Martin, we have the name, the job, the skill. So all of that is subjected under the Martin. Here, if you notice, we have 2 spaces. So the same for job, the same for skill. So which means that all of that is subjected under Martin. Okay, so Martin here, we have the name is whatever, the job is whatever, the skills is whatever. And you can see we have the skills colon elite, the jobs colon developer, the name colon Martin developer or whatever. Okay, you can see that all of the name, job, skill subjected under the Martin. Okay, and we know that by looking here, you can see we have 2 spaces, 1, 2. Okay, all right, now let's see another example, which is this one. Okay, now employee records. Now you can see that we put the dash here, which means we will use a list. So this is the first list and this is the second list. Okay, so far so good, right? Now for the first list, which is this one, okay, we have Martin. Okay, and with colon. Now all of that, as you can see, is subjected under Martin. And how I did know that? Actually, by looking here, you can see that we have 2 spaces. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, now the name, 1, 2, the job, 1, 2, the skills. Okay, and the spaces start from the same level of Martin. Okay, not from here. All right, I mean the level of dash. No, the level of the M letter here. Okay, the starting letter. Okay, anyway, so you can see that we have 2 spaces. 2 spaces as well. Yeah, you can see that 2 spaces, and the skills 2 spaces. Okay, now you can see that now we have under the skills we have a 3 list. All right, which is Python, Perl, Pascal. But here you can see that the Python and Perl and Pascal have 2 spaces as well, like this. 2 spaces, 2 spaces, and here is 2 spaces, and all of that is subjected under the skills, and the skills subjected under the Martin. Okay, so by the way, you can put either a list like this actually, or you can remove the list by doing that, just removing this and this. Okay, so you can see that the skills, and we have this 2 spaces, 2 spaces, 2 spaces as well. Okay, so Pascal, Perl, Python subjected under the skills, and the skills with all the Python and Perl, Pascal subjected under the Martin. Okay, and all of that is the first list. By you can see that we have dash here, which means this is a list. Okay, this is the first list. The second list as well is for this person. As you can see, the name is like this, the job, the skills, and we have the list of the skills. Okay, list, Fortran, language, whatever. Okay, okay, so far so good. Now actually this was arbitrary examples. Now here are some example of the Docker compose file. So actually the Docker compose file will be docker compose.yml or YAML file. Okay, but anyway, it's okay, just keep that in your mind for now. You can see that the first thing we have the version, and we have the version in double quotation for the 3.8, for example. The services, and here the services has two things actually, which is the web with all of that and the Redis with all of that. Okay, how did I know? By you looking here, you can see that we have two spaces, which means that the web is subjected under the services. But here the build is subjected under the web. Okay, how did I know? Again, we have two spaces here. Two spaces here. Okay, now this port subjected under what? Yeah, actually it is under the port. You are right. Because we have two spaces. And one question, can I delete this? The list, I mean? Yeah, actually I can. By just deleting that, and we have this thing, as you can see, it is working fine. But by the way, if you want to put it like that, you can just put it like this, on the same line, I mean, like this, okay? Like the version thing, okay? I can put the ports, which is this one, okay? Yeah, actually, you can see that it is very simple and easy to write and easy to read. Even if you are beginner and you didn't hear about YAML at all, I'm pretty sure you started think it is very easy. And after this lecture, I'm pretty sure you can write any YAML file you want, alright? So the volume is the same, as you can see, the list here, and the links here, which is Redis. Again, this is a list under the link. If I can put many links as well by providing the dash here. And Redis, as you can see, this is the second one under the services. The first one is web, and the second one is Redis. Image, Redis. Okay, now the volume here is at the same level as services. So which means that this is on the root level, okay, or the base level, which is the same level as services, the same level as version, okay? So this is volumes, log volume is like this, whatever value, okay? And you can see that we have two spaces here, which means that the log volume is subjected under the volumes, all right? So far, so good. Now, actually, I will see you in the next lecture where we will start handling the real stuff and the real action will start from there. All right, I will see you there.